cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I was Rex with you.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledgeito you're not finna get in nobody's collegeito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. We're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. Let's jump into this. What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking this thing. We got my man Byron Blake here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use, good knowledge you're not going to get nobody's college. We got my man Byron Blake giving us some new information. He said that if he was Big U, he would use this paperwork in court to help prove that WACK100 be doing some flammery. It's a leaked phone call of Wack admitting to doing fake plays and running fake content. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Jumper interview, or should I?
And if you ain't did so yet, follow Byron Blake. Hey, sir, is that room clean?
Yes.
Under the bed?
Yes.
When's the last time you swept under the bed?
Yeah. No, Saturday.
What's today?
Wednesday.
So how many times should the bed get swept underneath? How many times should you sweep it?
Every 2 days.
Every day?
Yes.
Every day. Every day. Parenting.
Say infamous no jumper interview where Loose Cannon discussed Big U. Loose Cannon and WACK100. They discussed Big U and the Nipsey Hussle situation. This is the same interview that was mentioned in Big U's indictment. And one of the key things that they focused on in that indictment was Wack saying, you know why he called dude and wanted to give dude the 40 back, right? Because he was going to make dude give him 20 for getting it back. That's been a huge part of this because that is something that they are using to, add substance to Big U's allegations of extortion. Why they specifically mention Wack in that situation, I don't know, to be honest. I'm assuming that they mentioned him because they were trying to paint the picture that Wack knows how Big U operates because of their prior history or something. It's almost like, they were painting a picture that Wack was telling Loose Cannon, he was going to do this. And I guess with that coming from Wack, they consider him a credible source because of their past relationship, which is why I've been bringing in these clips saying, hey, if I was Big U, I would bring this in as evidence. And that's what I'm about to do today.
Well, what they would be doing is trying to take away the credibility of Wack as a witness, because if he's known to lie, he's known to flam, skulldug, and larceny, he's known just to kind of do whatever, say whatever, and just make up things. It would take away from the validity of him, I guess, being a credible source to a jury, and they would have to judge him on his, principalities or his character, and it might sway them not to believe the things that he's saying about Big U, considering the fact that he's such a known liar.
Hey, I'm going to play a clip for y'all that if I was Big U, I would have this clip admitted into evidence. Without wasting any more time, let's get to it.
So, how the Loose Cannon go? So, the robbery, that's how Loose Cannon got caught up in it.
So, this what they doing now. I'm going to say this shit, because I got all kind of shit they don't know I got. Okay, if you read the paperwork, you see the victim one that's getting extorted. You got a nigga on there. He's getting extorted to a point to where the feds is giving him the money to give to Big U. This is how cold the lineup is. The extortion went all the way to March 14th 2025. Okay. That same and the same victim is saying Loose Cannon robbed him on the separate occasions. Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, Sylvester, and Big U all share one thing in common, rolling 60s. So they're saying all of this is happening because you making it happen. Why? Because they got Loose Cannon on No Jumper, giving the same description of what victim one collaborated with the police of the shit happening. I ain't knowing it at the time. I'm thinking that it's on there capping, but come to find out, the shit he was saying is what the victim saying. So they're saying this is a big U empire. All y'all from 60s, it's a Rico. That's how they play it.
If I'm Big U, I'm bringing that right in. Now, I know some of y'all thinking, well, that's just Wack discussing their charges and what he thinks, you know. But the key line in that was he discussed bringing Loose Cannon to No Jumper, and he said, man, I thought he was just capping. So when the government is saying, WACK100 said, you know why he wanted to give him 40, right? If I'm Big U, I'm bringing that in and saying, look, this guy, he thought that this guy was making this story up according to him. According to him, this is all about Wack's credibility.
Yeah, he said that he thought that he was making it up. He said that he didn't have no credence to think that the situation was something that to be taken of seriousness, especially in the legal aspect. So that for sure can possibly be an angle. I don't know if the jury will accept it, but that's definitely a possible angle.
You know, so I'm bringing this in front of the court and saying, now listen, this guy is saying that he thought that this other guy was making this story up. So that means that the things he's saying, you know why he wanted to do, none of this is coming from a place of actual knowledge. This is coming from an educated guess, and this guess is based on the character that he knows people want to see Big U as and the character that he is trying to portray. This ain't, oh, I know because I was there, which is how they try to make it sound. Or, you know, I know because I've had prior dealings with him. This ain't that. This is, oh, you making up stuff on him? You throwing him under the bus? You digging a hole for him? All right, let me pile on. Oh, yeah, he real crazy. He real sinister. Yeah, he gave him the 40 back because he finna make him give him 20. Make it make sense. If I already got the 40, why would I give you the 40 just to get 20 if I already got the whole 40? That don't even make sense, bro. That don't make no sense. But you know, one could argue a lot of things don't make sense, which is why in order to...
If I got the whole 40, why would I give you 20 back and keep, like, why would I just keep the whole 40? Seems like I'd be happier with the 40. I'm not gonna lie.
Make this make sense, I would also bring in this.
So, hey, I don't owe you or him nothing. I put y'all on. And nobody know the they was until I set him on the side of me.
That's true.
So let's be real. I had to force that in there because you didn't know who the these people was when I told you I was bringing them on the show. You did that. You allowed me to do that. You like my co-host, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? It's on you. You had to fucking follow the lead or whatever the conversation with. Same shit with academics and all this. So
now I want to take a moment to educate y'all on something that you made.
Now that's definitely an obstruction of a federal crime, but Byron Blake is gonna break it down. I like how Byron Blake do his 1-2 step. He makes sure that all the words that are hard are clearly explained and broke down to an elementary level.
I know, if you know this, just follow me, right? It's called an inference. An inference is a conclusion reached on the basis of evidence and reasoning. So it's not just the evidence, it's also some human reasoning involved. And yes, reasonable inference based on established facts are allowed in federal court, often used to establish circumstantial evidence. Courts even permit inferences to be drawn from other inferences if they are logical, though they must not be based on pure speculation guesswork. You know, there has to be some evidentiary foundation for it, some kind. Now, once again, inferences must be based on common sense and supported by evidence rather than just mere possibilities, you know. So you can't just say, well, this is possible and call it an inference. An inference is something that you consider has to be the conclusion. Like, it has to be based on logical reasoning, you know. If you come home and the grass is lower, then somebody cut the grass. Even though technically somebody could have, you know, burned the yard or something like that. But based on the fact that the grass is lower, you see yard shavings all around, the inference that somebody cut the grass is regular. In this case, you have WACK100 going off about Loose Cannon and his girl, saying, hey, I made y'all. Telling Adam, you didn't have anything to do with that no jumper interview.
So that could see, like, in the court, you know, you build some flambery, skullduggery, and larceny. Your lawyer has a lot to play with that. Now, is it enough to take away from all these charges being put against Big U? Who knows? But that could help, at least with, you know, the starting lineup of Loose Cannons.
I'm the one that brought them there. You didn't even know what was going on. You just had to follow the conversation as it was coming out. Based on this, one can and should reasonably infer that Loose Cannon and WACK100 discussed what would be talked about in that interview prior to the interview. When you couple that with the other clip of Wack saying, man, I just thought he was up there capping, then it's obvious that Wack is someone who is content with bringing false news to the internet. So this should make the government go back and question all of this stuff that they used from that whole interview. You know, if I was him, I would challenge everything that they...
Yeah, because in court, all it takes is for one lie to come across for everything to kind of, you know, be thrown out the window. But I'm going to let y'all catch the rest of this on Byron Blake's page. We up out here to the next one. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. We are gone.
Apollo Jackson.
Dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell it. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's outside, niggas.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Fake is hella fake, I know what enemies intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas
blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.